This code shall not require changes in the construction documents, construction on a design on a designated occupancy of a structure for which a lawful permit has been issued or otherwise lawfully authorized, and the construction of which has been pursued or started in good faith within 180 days after the effective of this code and has not been within 80 days. And then after after the effective date of this code. Phase approval. The building official is authorized to issue a permit for the construction of foundations or any other part of a building or structure before the construction documents for the whole building or structure had been submitted, provided that adequate information and detailed statements have been filed complying with pertinent requirements of this code. That means paperwork can be submitted at different times during a large project. The holder of such permit for the foundation or other parts of the structure shall proceed at the holder's own risk with the building operation. And without assurance that a permit for the entire structure will be granted. So there is a risk for doing this. You may run into a problem at a later phase of the project, and that is possible. First, fire department review. For permits that include fire protection system work, construction documents shall be filed simultaneously. That means at the same time. Let me put it down here. With the head of the local department, fire department, and building official for review and approval. The fire department shall complete its review within 10 working days. So this could be a test question. May or may not be. After receiving the documents, upon the fire department's request, the building official may grant one or more extensions up to a total review period of maximum 30 days. So the building official can give the fire department an extension for their review that go from 10 to 30 days. If the fire department review is not received within the allowed time frame, the building official may, upon review, deem the documents in compliance. So sometimes the fire department just stay quiet and then the building official just approve the permit. If the head of the fire department disapproves such construction documents, he or she must notify the building official in writing, relevant citing, that means pointing out relevant sections of the non-compliance with this code. So vocabulary. Um, citing equal pointing out relevant equal important. Amended construction documents. Amendment change. Work shall be installed in accordance with the approved construction documents, and any changes made during construction that are not in compliance with approved construction documents shall be resubmitted for approval as an amended set of construction documents. So at times you need to revise all the documents and submit it as a set of amended documents. Retention of construction documents. Sets of construction documents shall be retained by the building official in accordance with the Massachusetts general law. Prior to issue a certificate, the building official shall consult with the head of the fire department. Issuing a certificate. What kind of certificate is this? Temporary structure and use. The building official is authorized to issue a permit for temporary structure and temporary uses. Such permits shall be limited as to time of service, but shall not be permitted for more than 180 days. The building official is authorized to grant extension for demonstrated cost. So, how is this relate to construction sites? But it is also a 6 months temporary use of structures. Temporary structures and uses shall conform to the structural strength, fire safety, means of egress, light, ventilation, and sanitary requirements of this code as necessary to ensure the public health, safety, and general welfare. And issue related temporary power that relate may or may not relate to the temporary structure. Um, the law for that is in the Massachusetts Electrical Code, CMR 527. Termination of approval. The building official is authorized meaning the building official can terminate such permit for temporary structure or use and to order temporary structure to be discontinued. Payment of fees. A permit shall not be valid until the fees prescribed by law have been paid, nor shall an amendment to a permit be released until the additional fee, if any, has been paid. So when a permit is being amended, the fee must be paid for the final permit to be the whole permit to be valid. Schedule of permit fees. On buildings, structures, electrical, gas, mechanical, and plumbing systems or alterations requiring a permit, a fee for such permit shall be paid as required. The applicant for a permit shall provide an estimated permit value at time of application. If the opinion of the building official the valuation is underestimated on the application, the permit shall be denied unless the applicant can provide detailed estimates acceptable to the building official. Final building permit valuation shall be set by the building official. So the valuation or the cost of the project will be determined by the building official unless you have proof otherwise, and the permit can be denied if there is a disagreement. The payment of a fee for the construction, alteration, removal, or demolition for work done in connection with or concurrently with the work authorized by a building permit shall not relieve the applicant or holder of the permit from paying payment of other fees that are prescribed by law. Well, just say no matter what else the applicant has to pay, they have to pay, he or she must pay the fee as requires. For example, permit fees. Work commencing before building permit issue. Any person who commences any work on a structure governed by this code before obtaining the necessary building permit shall be in violation of this code and subject to penalties. Type of inspections. For on-site construction, from time to time, the building official, upon notification from the permit holder or his agent, shall make or cause to be made any necessary shall make or cause to be made any necessary inspections and shall either approve that portion of the construction as completed or shall notify the permit holder or his or her agent wherein the same fails to comply with this code. Inspection of the foundation shall be made after poles or piers are set or trenches or basement areas are excavated and any required forms erected and any required reinforcing steel is in place and supported prior to placing the concrete. The foundation inspections shall include excavations for thickened slabs intended for the support of bearing walls, partitions, structure supports, and equipment and special requirements for wood foundations. It shall be the duty of the permit holder to provide access to and means for inspection of work required by this code. The building official may require the permit holder or his representative to attend these inspections. So sometimes you need to be there. Plumbing, mechanical, gas, and electrical system inspections. Rough inspection of plumbing, electrical, gas, and electrical systems shall be made prior to covering or concealment before fixtures or appliances are set or installed and prior to framing inspection and as otherwise required by the specialized codes. So even before framing construction, um, or a rough inspection of other system must be approved prior to frame inspection. That's the code. For construction in areas prone to flooding on coastal dunes, as upon placement of the lowest floor, including basement and prior to further vertical construction, the building official shall require submission of documentation prepared and sealed by a registered design professional of the elevation of the lowest floor, prepare, including basement. Inspection of framing and masonry construction shall be made after the roof. Hmm. Inspection of framing and masonry construction shall be made after the roof, masonry, and all framing. Drops, prop, drop stopping, and bracing are in place, and after the plumbing, mechanical, and electrical rough inspections are approved. So rough plumbing, mechanical, electrical rough inspection, and then framing inspection. Oh, so framing and masonry instruction are after roof masonry frame, all framing, fire stopping, drop stopping, and bracings are in place, and after plumbing, mechanical, and electrical rough inspections are approved. So, inspection of framing and masonry construction.